And now we're doing Trump Mobile, and Trump Mobile is going to revolutionize cell phones, mobile calling.
Yet another Trump ripoff. Hello, everybody. David Schuster here. The eldest Trump sons are back in the spotlight, not in a courtroom or a political rally, but possibly in your pocket. Eric and Don Jr., the tireless defenders of the MAGA brand, have announced the launch of a new business venture, Trump Mobile. That's right, a new cell phone service wrapped in stars, stripes, and of course, controversy.
Today we're here to introduce Trump Mobile. We've partnered with some of the greatest people in the industry to make sure that real Americans can get true value from their mobile carriers. With Trump Mobile, we're going to be introducing an entire package of products that people can come, they can get telemedicine on their phone for one flat monthly fee, roadside assistance in their cars, unlimited texting to 100 countries around the world.
As defined by the small print. In other words, for $47.45 each month, get it? Presidents 47 and 45, you get up to 20 gigabytes of data at high speed. All the data you use above 20 gigabytes will be slowed down to a crawl. Here's Nally Patel, editor-in-chief of The Verge on CNBC.
Once again, you got to parse it. So that unlimited data, like everyone else's unlimited data, is only 20 gigabytes of unlimited data, and then they throttle your speeds. If you go and pay full freight from Visible or Cricket or Metro, which are the prepaid carriers from the big three, you're going to be paying $35 a month for more data before it gets throttled.
Okay.
So even just like on the face of it, you can get better deals if you shop around and switch carriers like you always can. But if you're just going to pay full freight, you can go to the big carriers and get a better deal for more data.
Okay, so more high-speed data is available for less money from the other carriers. But what about America First? Surely Trump Mobile will fulfill President Trump's promise to bring more manufacturing and jobs back to the United States. Here's Eric Trump on the Benny Johnson podcast show.
We're doing the same thing with Trump Mobile right now. I'm incredibly excited. You can build these phones in the United States. Our customer service is in the United States. It's in St. Louis, Missouri. We can add more functionality. We can do it cheaper. We can do it better. And eventually all the phones can be built in the United States of America.
Eventually all the phones can be built in the United States. Eventually.
We have to bring manufacturing back here. And so our ethos is, build for Americans, by Americans.
And that is the giveaway that this is another Trump grift. Because currently, and perhaps for years, all the Trump mobile phones will be built overseas, most likely in China. If you want to reach a call center for help with your new Chinese-manufactured Trump mobile phone, or suppose you want to transfer your existing phone to the Trump mobile monthly service, sure, you will get somebody in St. Louis as opposed to Bangladesh or India, and that would be different. But the price point, $499 for a new Trump mobile phone, guarantees that the company will not add new manufacturing in the United States.
I don't think they're going to sell a phone that has anything to do with the United States on any kind of timeline that makes sense. I think they are assuming people will pay money for a Trump-branded service and bring their own phones because people have phones now. And then what they are going to sell is the T1 Model 8002, which is what they will tell you it's called if you call them, is undoubtedly a rebranded Chinese Android phone. That is the only way you can get to $499 with the specs that they're offering. You cannot stand up the capital expenditure to build that phone in the United States and then sell it at those specs for $499. Those specs match some flagship Android phone specs, right? You're competing with the margins of a Samsung at those specs. And to do that, you need existing manufacturing, and you cannot just like horsepower your way through the CapEx needed to bring that manufacturing in. And that's just math. Like, that's aside from however you might feel about Trump. The reality is it costs a lot of money to stand up a network, so they haven't done that. They're rebranding what is almost certainly T-Mobile's network. And it costs a lot of money to start manufacturing phones. And there's no way they're going to do that at $499. So what you have here is the Trump organization being the Trump organization.
In other words, the Trump organization is putting the Trump name on existing products and services and making a bunch of promises that will probably not come true in the long term. Sound familiar? Remember Trump Steaks, Trump Water, Trump University, Trump Casinos, the Trump Airline, a New York to Washington and back shuttle flight? All of those endeavors eventually went out of business. In some cases, the Trump family made some money and got out before the effort collapsed. In other cases, the Trump ventures declared bankruptcy. How does one lose money in a casino? Well, the Trump organization found a way. What's different now, of course, is that Donald Trump has tens of millions of diehard supporters. Members of MAGA World have proven repeatedly that they will buy Trump coins, Trump merch, and Trump trinkets just as quickly as they will buy and embrace the Trump lies. So the Trump family is monetizing the MAGA movement once again. And while this product may be the same Android OS that you'd get from a bargain phone at Walmart, now it will have a Trump sticker slapped on it. To be fair, there may be some Americans who are willing to pay more for mobile phone service just so they can keep a connection with the Trumps in every notification and news alert. But as the accusations pile up about the Trump family engaged in exploitation and selling policy commitments that cannot be kept, it's not clear if Trump Mobile is an actual tech venture or just another grift and echo in the Trump media chamber. Regardless, the Trump brothers are charging ahead, promising freedom, connectivity, and patriotism in your palm. Consumers, though, who do their homework will soon discover that Trump Mobile is not a phone revolution. It's just more Trump noise. I'm David Schuster. Thanks for joining us.